Hi, Sagittarius, and welcome to your random reading. I've had a slow start mostly because, I'm an Aries rising and I'm starting to feel angry. So if you have like Aries or Libra in your top three, you're probably starting to feel the rage. But all of us might actually be starting to feel it actually. So, we're going to ride through it. Tomorrow's the full moon, and this will be over quicker than you know it. So, the card that I picked was who are your fans, meaning who supports you and who is against you. I love this reading. So, this is going to give you a heads up because you know what? Truthfully, you might even find that people you think support you be hating behind your back. And that doesn't always mean we got to cut people out, but you may need to, enact some protection for yourself, right? And maybe even move with certain people different. And this might help you to see the people in your life a little bit more clearly, not to make you paranoid or nothing. It can only help, Sag. And for real, I will do the yes or no coin today. I swear it. So, Sag, I just want to show you something. This was something that I did myself. I don't know who paints rocks, but I paint rocks. Okay, and the three dots you can paint, well, I used gold here, but three black dots and keep that rock around you or in your pocket for protection. I also will do it on my wrist. Yeah, you can never be too safe. And last night or yesterday, someone had read me and told me that I had an enemy. So, well, no one can actually do anything to you that you don't allow them to do. But I did an egg cleanse anyway. And if, an egg cleanse is really magical for showing you if you have negative energies around you and getting rid of them. And so, look up egg cleanse on Instagram or TikTok or even on YouTube. And it's really helpful. It's really quick. No problem. There's nothing else you really need to do. You know what I mean? So it never hurts. So I only meant to pull one oracle card for here, but it like went into this whole thing. So there's going to be an oracle section, and then I'm going to do the tarot for specifically who are the people who support you and who are the people who are against you. Or they could be against you, maybe they're just not for you, right? Because I can look different. So in terms of you, though, like underneath the deck, like you want consistency with people, and you want people. Hello, we all do, right? Because Sagittariuses are born givers, right? You want people in your life who also give back, and you may find that that's an issue for you right now. Feeling like you give people everything and they don't give back to you. And that may be how you're feeling right now, right? So let's get on with it. So, in terms of the people in your life right now, it's interesting because we're having yang energy, which is magician energy, which is, masculine energy. I feel I feel like this is about the people you want to manifest totally. And yes, you want people of action in your life. We all do. People who do what they say they're going to do or do anything, right? But it's not that simple for you. Like you want people who feel like home. We all do, right? We all do. And it kind of is like since Sagittarius moves in a lot of masculine energy, it could be the same. Like you want people who kind of move the same way you do, you know. And what you don't want is interesting because by the book is here. And this is the rule book, right? People who do things according to a rule book or the way it's supposed to be done. that makes you want to go to sleep. You're like, no, I'm not about that life, right? I'm not about that life. And what you're attracting in the future is, I mean, I feel like you want to attract people who think the way you do. With community and thinker here, people who think, and maybe even people who are on a similar path, because, 444, it tells you you're on the right path, right? And all of these are derivatives of 4. So, you may want people who are on the same path as you, who think the way you do. It kind of really feels like minded to me. And you definitely want to get away from people who are dramatic, people who like stir the chaos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like that's what you want too, because with no place like home and all of these eggs here, you definitely want peace, right? You definitely want peace, right? Even though we can be really dramatic, we can, but I feel like you don't want that in your life currently. So, some more came out with interesting. There is definitely someone who is trying to manifest you. Okay, love spell is here with manifest. And this is you, like, I would think that it was you asking for love, but this is like other people, like love spell, you have been witched. It could just be that they are, they don't actually have to have put a spell on you, but they may just feel like totally dizzy in your energy, or, this person's trying to manifest you. I mean, we manifest people lots and lots of ways. We can manifest people by thinking about them. And I feel like that's the energy. There is someone specific who wants that, right? I feel like for some, I don't know, see, because health is here, right? So open your heart and health. And I really feel like this is, you're needing to open your heart because it's not healthy to not have your heart open. It really isn't. And I feel like they're telling you that, being closed down or being closed off can actually hurt your health, right? But I feel like this is also about healthy relationships. I feel like, you're, opening your heart. And the funny thing is, and people can argue with me if they want to, but, we want healthy relationships, right? And we want to open our heart to that, but you can't pick and choose what you're opening your heart to. Your heart is either open or it's not, right? It doesn't mean you have to accept every single thing. I feel like maybe there are some who have been going through something, particularly when it comes to cycles and intimacy. You may actually be thinking about someone from the past that you were intimate with. And it could be that you're just like thinking about intimate events that you had with this person. And this could actually bring in a new cycle. So, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that could be the person who's trying to manifest you, but it kind of talks about a new cycle. So, maybe even when it comes to having a lover, you're getting this new cycle, and, the universe said you've waited long enough. I don't know. I don't know, Sag. I mean, we're not all out here waiting. I get it. But anyways, it definitely speaks to that someone may be thinking about you, but you may also be thinking about, like, even when we're thinking about exes, or we're thinking about the past or whatever, it can actually put us in the energy to attract that thing that we're thinking about. So maybe even, just thinking about times in which you were intimate with people will bring in intimacy for you. And so, just saying, that's how we can get into that energy, but it's a slippery slope in terms of attracting old people. So be very careful with that. Just saying, Sag. And next, we're going to get on with it with the tarot and take a look at your fans and your enemies, Sag. Isn't this fun? I love this reading. Sagittarius, this is kind of deep, right? It's interesting. So we're going to start with the people who support you. Okay? I mean, this kind of feels like a specific person to me. So, I mean, you might know it. This is someone who learned a lot from you, to be honest, because we're seeing the Hierophant and the Death card. You know, this could be a Taurus or a Scorpio. Let me see more about the Hierophant real quick. I know, Sag. I know. Hang in there. Tell me about the Hierophant. Tell me about the Hierophant. The Three of Wands. Yeah. I feel like this is someone who learned a lot from you. It could be someone at a distance from you. Definitely someone who walked away in some way. Because, I mean, they needed to make changes, obviously, because death is transformation. This person carries a lot of pain, you know, and I do feel like they miss you. I do. But with the Chariot, like, and definitely with the Three of Wands, this is a person who needed to make changes to move forward in their life. And they just kind of never, like, they couldn't see it, you know, and you may have helped them to see it, right? That, especially in terms of what's possible, because the Chariot's here at the center of the reading. You know, maybe this person kind of really felt, they just, like with the Three of Swords, there's kind of a hopeless energy. And this person very much needed to transform that energy. And you may have helped them with that because you are a Sagittarius. And Sagittariuses are positive, you know. And I feel like, too, you may have felt as if this person moved on or, you know, left your life in some way. But they really haven't. They haven't, but, you know, the Ace of Swords reverse kind of, it's like someone who won't see the truth, right? So it's kind of like this person, there's a lot that they can't see about what they need to do. And particularly like when it comes to speed and doing the right thing, that it's about planting the seeds every day. It's not about the race. And I feel like inevitably, like in the long term, you know, probably disconnected with this person because they weren't seeing it. And, you know, that can get real frustrating, right? Because you have values and obviously they weren't rising to your values. And so what wound up happening was they have learned from your sense of values for sure. So if you think like this person didn't learn anything here, they did. They did. They just weren't ready to make the changes, right? I mean, I feel like they're starting to get ready for sure. I mean, because Knight of Pentacles now, you know, and that's what's not seen, Two of Swords. And, you know, maybe what you're not seeing is that this person is really trying to make changes in their life. And it's because of what they learned from you. It's because of what they learned from you. It doesn't mean that this person's coming back into your life. It just means that, you know, it could happen eventually with the Knight of Pentacles. But in terms of fans and supportive energies, you know, this is a supportive energy for you. This could be a Taurus, could be a Scorpio, could be a Cancer. you know, it really could be anybody, you know. But it's interesting because I feel like the universe put this person or people in your life um, on purpose. I mean, because the Chariot is about trusting the universe to get you where you need to go. And this person really didn't. They really didn't. And it is because this person carries so much pain. Three of Swords. Like, and the Three of Swords is imagining a sword that, and it's just not there. You know what I mean? It's just not there, but it's like that perceived perception of pain almost. That's what I always feel with the Three of Swords, especially in this card, because the Three of Swords, they're not in her. They're behind her, but like she can't see that. And so, you know, this would definitely be in terms of people who want everything right now, or they don't see the possibility of things getting better, you know, and that is because they carried a particular way of thinking with the Three of Swords, which was fear-based and all of that, you know. So I'm just telling you who supports you and who's against you. I'm not doing, you know, any movement here in terms of whether they'll come back in your life or not. But you definitely had an impact on this person because currently they're in a transformation. And there was always like, and maybe this is the one thing that you tried to tell this person that you saw in them, you know, because we are intuitive, is that transformation was happening to them. But it was like they couldn't accept it. And it's like finally they do. Like they're seeing and doing what they didn't see, you know, and that's because of you. That's because of you, Sag. And I think that's really beautiful, actually. Let's get to your enemy, Sag. Four of Pentacles, the Star, the Three of Wands, the King of Pentacles reversed, and the Six of Wands. I feel like there's someone here, Sag, who almost feels like your star shines brighter than theirs. And they kind of like, this person really thinks about success a lot and the fact that why is it taking so long or why isn't it here? You know, and I feel like they kind of, it almost feels like they blame you, you know, like for getting success before them. And what's interesting is that this person will have success, you know, will have success, but it's like they can't see it and they're kind of holding themselves up, right? So the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Swords, the King of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Devil. Jesus. So the universe has been trying to make you see this, you know, and basically it's because that this person is more concerned with their own success than supporting your success. And like Jesus, Ten of Swords and the Devil, it's almost like they look for ways to block your success, Sag. I don't know that they're actively doing this, but this is like the mindset this person comes from. Like they don't come from a we can all get there together. They come from a, you know, Sag is standing in the way of my success. So, you know, it's like this person lives very much in the mental space and it feels a lot like victim mentality to me. It does. Ugh. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's move on. Wow. But, you know, we do attract a lot of people in pain. You know, and you know, I don't know what position that person plays in your life. So let's take a look and see what position that enemy plays in your life. Because, geez. I mean, how will you know who this is? It could be someone you work with or share a partnership with when it comes to work. So tell me more about this enemy. What is their connection to Sagittarius? So what is Sagittarius's connection to this person? Tell me about the enemy in Sagittarius. The enemy in Sagittarius. Seven of Swords. Oh my goodness. The enemy in Sagittarius. The enemy in Sagittarius. Yes, this is ugly. So, Seven of Swords. Wow. Seven of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Like, despite the fact that this... It's so funny. Because it's actually like the more this person hates on you, the more money you get. It's like the more successful you get. And I feel like this like tears this person a new one. I do. It does. It definitely puts this person in their feelings. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Sag. And this person definitely, like, okay, so the Seven of Swords, you know, you see the Two of Swords back there, right? So I wouldn't say that they've been successful, you know, and I think that they try to give you the impression that, you know, kind of like that you are on equal footing, that you know, because there's like that they're generous or that they're giving to you. They try to, but they're not. They're not. And you just keep getting more. It's almost like this person hating on you just makes you more successful. Isn't that weird? But I've seen that said, you know, like I always say, any negative energy sent to me, I transmute into money. And they really don't understand why. Because this person feels like they're gifted too. And, they, you know, they probably are. But there's a strong sense of why Sag and why not me. I don't know. It's really weird the way this person thinks. So, Sagittarius, I don't even know what to say about that. So let's get some advice from your spirit guides for Sagittarius. Any advice for Sagittarius? I just feel like you don't see, like you might even think of this person as a giving person. As, you know, and I feel like you don't even see who they are actually. Yikes. Okay, Sag. What's your advice for Sagittarius? Advice for Sagittarius. Now, this was upside down, but I did kind of have the deck turned around. So, you're definitely being called to take your power back. You know, see clearly who may be trying to take your power and take your power back. Yes, because especially, like, because you're loyal. And so it may be time to end things with people who try to sip off your energy. You know, like the energy vampires and such. Even though you feel some sense of loyalty to them, it's time for you to think deeply about this. You know, are you actually costing yourself by being loyal to someone? Mm-hmm. Yep. Truth transcends illusion and time to let go. Okay, Sag. Yes, yes. So this was interesting, right? I hope that this helps, and toodles.